All right, welcome. We're about to go on a bit of a safari, but not into the jungle. We're diving into the world of business, hunting for the real secrets behind marketing that actually, works. Forget dry textbooks. We're going to look at real-world examples to see how smart commercial thinking turns marketing into a company's most powerful tool for growth.
So let's start with a classic question, right? You hear it all the time in meeting rooms. Is marketing just there to make things look pretty, the coloring in department, or is it really the engine room that drives the whole business forward? Well, over the next few minutes, our little case study safari is going to give you a definitive, evidence-based answer to that question.
Okay, first stop. We're heading into the brutal, high-stakes battlefield of UK supermarkets. This was an absolute war, where the established giants were getting hammered, fighting for their very survival against some new aggressive challengers.
So on one side, you had the disruptors, Aldi and Lidl. Their strategy was brutally simple. Just be the cheapest. No frills, just low prices. On the other side was the big guy, Tesco. Now they knew they couldn't win a race to the bottom on price, they'd get killed. So they decided to fight smarter, and they had a secret weapon, data. This let them understand their customers' habits on a whole other level.
And what was the result of all that data? Just look at this number. An estimated £60 billion in extra sales. That's not a typo. They use that club card data for everything, personalizing offers, optimizing store layouts, even deciding what new products to put on the shelves. It was thousands of these tiny, data-backed decisions that all added up to this staggering commercial success. So what's the big takeaway here? Tesco's data thing wasn't just about giving you loyalty points. No, it was a weapon to win the war for market share. In a fight like this, market share is basically the scoreboard, and every single percentage point they gained was a direct result of outthinking the competition with way better customer insight. Okay, on to our next stop. We've seen how cold, hard data can drive sales. But what about emotion? I mean, can a feeling, an idea, or even a really weird TV ad actually create real, tangible profit? Let's find out why building that emotional connection with customers might just be one of the most powerful commercial tools you have. Do you remember this one? A gorilla, a drum kit, and a classic Phil Collins song. It had absolutely nothing to do with chocolate, but it was brilliant marketing. It just created this huge cultural moment. Everyone was talking about it, and it made people feel something good about the Cadbury brand. And guess what? That feeling turned directly into cash, a 9% jump in sales for dairy milk. This is the perfect example of how a powerful, creative idea isn't just fluffy stuff. It can seriously move the commercial needle and drive some significant revenue growth. And you can actually turn that emotional connection into a system. A UK skincare brand followed this exact playbook. They stopped focusing on just selling more and more products and instead worked on making their brand feel more valuable, more desirable in the minds of their customers. And just look at the payoff. By making their brand stronger, they got something called pricing power. That's the ability to charge a bit more without people running away. So yeah, revenue went up a healthy 7%. But their profit? Their profit exploded by 57%. That is commercial intelligence. It's understanding that a strong brand has this massive multiplying effect on your bottom line. So you've used data to drive sales, you've used brand building to boost profit, but how do you prove it? This next part is all about learning a crucial skill for any marketing manager: how to justify what you're spending and show your value in the one language the rest of the business speaks fluently, the language of finance. I want you to meet your new best friend, Return on Marketing Investment, or ROMI for short. This simple formula is the bridge that connects the creative world of marketing to the bottom line world of the finance department. It completely reframes marketing. It's not a cost you have to cut, it's an investment you make to get a return.
Let's make this really concrete. Have a look at this table. Imagine you spend £10,000. Scenario 1, you get $50,000 back. Wow, that's a 400% ROMI, an incredible investment. Scenario 2, you spend $10,000 and get $12,000 back. That's a 20% ROMI. I mean, it paid for itself, but it's not a home run. And the last one, spend 10, get 10 back. That's a 0% ROMI. You just broke even. This is the metric that lets you actually compare different activities and decide where to put your money for the biggest bang for your buck.
Okay, for our final case study, we're looking at a modern digital company that just threw out the old rulebook. What happens when your product and your customer service are so incredibly good that your customers start doing the marketing for you? So this number here is Monzo's Net Promoter Score.
It's basically a measure of how likely customers are to recommend a brand to their friends. 70 is exceptionally high. To put that in perspective, the average for UK banks is somewhere around 30. This number isn't just about making people happy, it's a powerful predictor of future growth.
And this chart shows you exactly why that matters. A staggering 2/3 of Monzo's crazy growth came from referrals, people telling their friends. They didn't do this with flashy TV ads, they did it by building a seamless app and having amazing customer service. They literally turned their users into their own marketing engine.
So this simple equation right here, this is a powerful new model for growth. By making customers incredibly happy, Monzo created this army of advocates. And what that does is it dramatically lowers the cost to get a new customer, creating a hyper-efficient and really profitable engine for growth.
So what have we picked up on our safari today? We've seen how data, brand, and just plain customer love can drive real commercial results. Now, let's boil it all down into a practical toolkit that you can start using like tomorrow.
Think of this as the essential dashboard for any commercially savvy marketing manager. We've talked about market share. That's the scoreboard in your fight with competitors. We've tracked profit margin, proving you're not just growing, you're growing sustainably. You've got to justify your budget with return on marketing investment (ROMI). You need to know the total profit you'll get from a customer with customer lifetime value (CLV). And finally, you have to measure that customer love with the Net Promoter Score (NPS). These are the numbers that prove your worth.
And that's it. Our safari is over. We've seen the evidence, from the supermarket aisles to the world of digital banking, and I think the verdict is in. Marketing absolutely is the engine room. So the final question isn't for me, it's for you. Based on everything we've just talked about, what's the one metric you're going to start tracking to prove it?